Don't need no keys. Don't need no keys for my Hussein or my Ferrari. Don't need no keys for my Hussein or my Bugatti. Push the button.
What's good, YouTube? What's good to my Wayne gang? It's your boy Wayne from Evolve with Wayne, and I am back with more heat for you guys. Same day. I told you I was coming with unlimited content. The grind never stops, you guys, and we are running about a day or two late on these predictions. When I say we, I'm talking about my dude B. I got him in here. Let me bring him into the video. Anyways, say what's up to the Wayne gang, B.
What's going on, Wayne gang?
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, my guy. Do not forget, you guys, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I didn't say it on the last video. It was a short vlogmas, but I did announce the giveaway. So, for those of you that are wondering what the next giveaway is, and I'm getting it now, y'all have 24 hours to spam Wayne gang down below in order to win the giveaway. But you got to go watch the last video to know what the giveaway is. Anyways, we are back with our predictions. We did a predictions video last week before the NFL week started, and we are about to go over how we did. We both agreed on some teams and we were different on others. So I have them written down on what exactly we had chose, and it's going to get interesting. Also, stay tuned because right after this, me, B, and Pops will be on the call, and we will be talking everything sports. There is going to be a lot of juicy content on it, so you guys want to be prepared for that. Anyways, B, I know you got it pulled up. I need a list of the games. I just wrote down who we had winning. I didn't write down who their opponents were. So I'm going to need you to come with me on the games. I'll tell you who we both picked, and then we can see exactly how we did.
All right, let me know whenever you're ready, and I'll just read off the games. You let me know.
Oh, I'm ready. All
right, so the first game was the Chiefs-Chargers.
Chiefs and Chargers. We both picked the Chargers. Who won that game?
34-28 in overtime.
Chiefs, right?
Chiefs won.
Chiefs won it. All right, so neither one of us got that right, you guys. We both chose the Chargers, and they had a chance. Honestly, I did watch that game, and I think they hated their kicker that game. I don't know, what exactly it was, but I do know that these guys went for every single fourth down there was. Like, they did not punt the ball. They did not use field goals. They were in the red zone. They got snuffed a couple times in the red zone, did not utilize their kicker for the field goals, and it ultimately backfired on them because they ended up losing the game. So I see that the Chargers are forced to be reckoned with. It was a bold statement for them to run or for them to go for every single fourth down and even in the red zone. So I commend it. You were going against the Chiefs. What's the next game?
Saturday night was the Patriots-Colts.
Patriots and Colts. So we are going to talk a couple minutes about this because he is a Patriots fan, if you guys cannot tell by his background. And I told him, and I remember telling him in the video, I was like, look, the Patriots scraped us. And I know you like the Colts, which is why it hurts me to say that I'm going, or you like the Patriots. Sorry, you guys. So you like the Patriots, which is why it hurts me to say that I'm going with the Colts. But the Colts had a chip on their shoulder. Plus, the Patriots were on a 7-game win streak, and that needed to be snapped. So I chose the Colts. You chose the Patriots, and the Colts pulled it off.
I said in the video that we didn't have the best chances, but I go with my team regardless. The Colts have been on a hot streak. They barely lost. They without the loss to Tampa Bay, they would be on a 7-game win streak. So, they've been on a hot run, man. So I talked to my dad, and they beat the Colts, or the Colts beat Buffalo pretty good. There's a couple teams they beat pretty good, and like you said, they got that chip on their shoulder. They're actually an up and coming team. They're 8-6. They do have a tough game this week, though. I will tell you, it's going to be a rough game. That's all I'm going to say. We'll talk about that more in the next video, but it's going to be. Yeah, we lost Mac Jones. Honestly, though, I cannot blame Mac Jones. He did throw 2 picks, but those interceptions came from basically that linebacker was amazing. I mean, this dude was jumping in midair just to get these interceptions. I was at Top Golf watching, but yeah, it was pretty good, though. It was pretty good. Mac Jones had 300 yards, 299.
Okay. So who is the next game? Let me bring myself back in here. I'm trying to give people the floor where they talk about their teams.
So we got Panthers, Bills.
Panthers and Bills. We both chose the Bills. I did not watch that game, but did the Bills pull it out?
Yeah, it was 31-14, Buffalo.
Okay. I know this week went completely south from a lot of our predictions, but if the Panthers would have beat the Bills, that would have probably been my final straw, man.
Here goes the big upsetter right here. Next game is Cardinals-Lions.
Cardinals-Lions. We both chose the Cardinals. How? Shed some light on this for me. Give me some kind of reason, something that makes sense to me on how the Lions beat Kyler. I know D-Hop is not in because he's injured. So, still, the Lions beat themselves half of the game. So, how in the world did the Lions lose? I mean, did the Lions beat the Cardinals? Like, how did the Cardinals lose to the Lions?
Well, Jared Goff only threw 5 incompletions. I'm sorry. 4. Yeah, 4 or 5. Yeah, he only threw 4 incompletions. 3 touchdowns, 216 yards. They used ball control. They ran for over 112 yards. They used ball control. I mean, Kyler Murray didn't have a horrible game, but he didn't have a really good passing rate. He's 23 for 41. His completion rate was not that great. Once again, his top receiver was out. But at the end of the day, the Lions, and I tell you, and we've been speaking about this. The Lions is going to be one of those teams that will be getting a lot of upsets right now. And don't be shocked about it, man. I mean, Goff don't have a lot of people to throw that ball to yet, but whenever he does, next year going to be a good year, I think, for them, man. You're going to see a lot of trades during the offseason, I think, with them guys. But yeah, the next game will be another close, nail biter. Jets and Dolphins. Dolphins pulled it away 31-24. They was losing.
I remember you actually texted me about that game because you was like, and I think this game might have been in a midst of everybody else that we had picked losing, or it just being a very one-sided, like lopsided game. So I was like, how? Like, because I think, we both picked Miami to win, but during that game, it wasn't looking like Miami was going to actually win.
Nah, the Jets was up 17-7 at one point. Like I said, that was,
and that's bad. And I know we're getting to the game, but the Jags actually snagged another first-round pick, or the top first-round pick again this year, because of the Jets' loss to Miami. Once again, this is now year over year that it's the Jets and Jags battling for who has the first pick in the draft. Now, my question to you is, because we still got probably about 20 minutes left and we're about halfway through our list. So my question to you is, do you feel that it's fair that the Jets and the Jags are fighting for a first draft pick over the Lions when they arguably have the worst record and the worst luck? Do you think that the Lions should be a part of that?
mean, technically they got Jacksonville right now with that spot. So you got Jacksonville, Detroit, and Houston, the Jets. Shoot, now Chicago's even in that list. They got eliminated from the playoffs automatically now. It's the Giants are basically eliminated too. They're 4-10. There's a bunch of teams, man, because Detroit, first off, Detroit has the Falcons, which they could pull off.
They could.
If they could, unless they tank it. And then they got the Seattle Seahawks, which not having that good of a year at all. Then they got the Packers, which I doubt they even start Aaron Rodgers if they do, but it is what it is. And then on top of that, you got Jacksonville, they don't have Urban no more. Okay. They got the Jets actually this week. So we'll talk about that once again. Jaguars got to play us. We got the Jaguars. And then they got the Colts. So Jaguars probably got almost 2 guaranteed losses. And then they got to play the Jets. So that's going to be a tough one. And then the other bottom 3, I'll just keep it in the bottom 3. Bottom 3 is the Texans. They got to play the Chargers. That's probably a loss. They got to play the 49ers. It's probably a loss. They got to play the Titans. They're probably going to lose out. Probably going to lose out.
Their schedule is looking hectic.
The Texans might get the first round draft pick. Remember me saying that. They may be the one that get the first round draft pick.
I will hold you to that because I hold myself to a lot of things. We're about to get into it. The next game is Philly and Washington, right?
So we did that Jets, Dolphins. No, it's Cowboys and Giants.
Cowboys and Giants. Do we even write that one down? Let me see
went
here.
Both Cowboys.
I was about to say, I think I didn't even write it down because we knew who was going to win. So we both went Cowboys. They ended up winning. That's the hand me down. They did because you did say in the last video that the Giants were going to give the Cowboys a run for their money because they always played them tough. I do remember you saying that. So
they didn't even do that good though. The Giants did horrible. They threw 3 picks. Dak only threw 1 touchdown. Zeke ran in 1 touchdown. They only scored 14 points from touchdown. That's it. 2 touchdowns the whole game, 21 points. Remember that.
That's tough. What's the next one?
Dallas is struggling. They're going to make the playoffs, but they're struggling, man.
They are. They're not going to last in the playoffs. They're the equivalent to where the Steelers were last year when they made the playoffs.
All right, so the next game will be the Titans-Steelers. So I picked the Steelers. You had the Titans just because you can't go for them Steelers.
They're in our division. So for those of you that know any of our division games, that's the AFC North. The AFC North, I apologize. I am always going to pick against any of our 4 front competitors. Being a Browns fan, I cannot root for another AFC North team to win because that will take our odds of being in the playoffs. So I have to always go against them. That is a very biased viewpoint. So I apologize in advance for those 4 teams. That is the Browns. I'm always going to pick them. Ravens, I'm always going to pick them to lose. Bengals, I'm going to pick them to lose. And Steelers, I'm going to pick them to lose every single time. And our division is probably the toughest because we all have very similar records. The AFC as a whole has very similar records, but our AFC North, our division in particular, has like 1 game could make or break our playoff hopes. So, that is why I always pick them. But the Steelers did pull it out. Huh?
Bengals is the only team that actually won your whole division. So them,
yeah.
I mean, you guys had a lot of losses other than, the Bengals, Steelers won, but then you guys had the Ravens, like I said, it's a lot that can happen for y'all, but
it is. And it's the only reason why it makes it tough. And we're going to get into this into the next video because I want to get my dad's take on this as well. But the reason why it is so difficult for us is because our games that we have coming, one of them is Green Bay. So it's a NFC team, which the win helps us on our record standpoint, but as far as fighting for wild cards or in the hunt or things like that, it doesn't work in our favor. And if I'm not mistaken, the rest of our division has all AFC games for the rest. So the likelihood of them winning them or whatever the case may be, may put them above us, and we might fall short just because we got dealt Green Bay versus, I don't know, the Colts or, the Titans or whatever the case may be. Anyways, we're going to get into that into the next segment, you guys. But B did take the win. So far, we both chose the Chargers. They lost. We both chose the Browns, which we didn't talk about, and I think we bypassed that. Or he may be getting to that. I might be jumping the gun a little bit, but the Browns did lose by a field goal. Hurt my heart. I then went out to a birthday party for one of my family members at a Browns backers group of all places. So they just kept replaying our loss on all 15 screens in the building. So it was kind of adding salt to injury. I'm a little bit bitter about that one, you guys. But then we did get to the Colts and the Pats. He chose the Pats. They lost. So I chose the Colts. They won. So right now I have one game winning. The Bills, they ended up winning. So we both have what? Well, I have two. You have one. The Cardinals, they lost. We both fumbled the bag on that one. All puns intended. Miami, they pulled it out. So that puts you at 2, me at 3. Who do you got next? We talked about the Steelers and Titans. You won that one. So now we're basically even. So we're 3-3. The Texans, Jags. You took the Texans. I took the Jags. The Texans pulled out the win. The Jags lost. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with being wrong with that one because like I told you, B made a statement earlier, and I told him I was going to hold him to that, and I was going to hold myself to my words. I said in the last predictions video that Urban Meyer was going to get fired. I said he was going to get fired. He was not going to have a job, and we were not, or they were not. And I only said we because I reside in Florida, you guys. I am in brutal-ass Ohio, but I do reside in Florida. So I tend to support the Florida teams because they're not a part of my division. You can't blame me for that. Anyways, I did say Urban Meyer would not have a job for much longer. B insisted that he would have a job for at least one more year so he can get it right. That night, you guys, the night we recorded that video and I posted it, not even an hour later, both of us got notifications that Urban Meyer had been fired from the Jags. I called it before I even knew it was a thing, and it happened literally 1 hour after I called it. So,
you know why he got fired though? It wasn't about his wins and losses.
Because he's a terrible coach. He kicked the kicker.
Yeah, he kicked the player.
It wasn't just a player. How do you kick somebody that is professionally known for kicking a ball? Like, do you know how terrible that is to do as a coach?
If then you proceeded. Though, he would have got away with it.
maybe not, because Urban Meyer, you got to think, Urban Meyer has been surrounded by buffoonery his entire career. Think of when he was in Florida, right? He had Aaron Hernandez. He had Cam Newton for one point in time. And those of you that want to fact check me on that, I challenge you to that, because Cam Newton was on a team coached by Urban Meyer, but he got in trouble for stealing computers for his girlfriend from an impound lot or something of the sorts. And then he left the Gators. But Urban Meyer did coach him and Aaron Hernandez, who may have been innocent, but think of the drama that followed. And he has a whole documentary for that.
Dude had three shooting cases with Florida.
Exactly. And then he goes to Ohio State. Yeah. And then he went to Ohio State. And for those of you that don't know, for one, everybody that's going to be on these videos so far, outside of my guy Ryan, which I'm going to get in here at some point. He's a little camera shy. I will get Ryan in on this vlog. He is a Michigan fan. But for the most part, everybody that comes on these videos with me will be Buckeye fans. and they know the real of what happened. Urban Meyer only resigned due to health issues because of things that were happening in his on his team, right? There was a lot of things that was coming down to the wire that was putting players at jeopardy of not being able to play anymore, not making it into the league, whatever the case may be. That ended up falling on the back of Urban Meyer, which I fully think, after knowing what I know about him, he played a part in it, right? So the reason why he resigned is not fully because of health issues, because how do you resign because of health issues, then go be an NFL coach? You had a reason to retire, sort of how the Raiders head coach ended up resigning due to those emails that was leaked. But we're going to get into all of that because I am very knowledgeable about the sport. I want to say everybody that is on this vlog that you see in the ones to come are big, big football fans. We watch basketball. Do not get us wrong, and we will do sports talk about basketball. But we are die-hard sports fans. B has a tattoo of the Patriots on his arm. I have my Cleveland Browns on my arm. So we are big, big football fans. Anyways, I got a little bit off topic talking about Urban Meyer and the fact that he was going to get fired. B did call that when the Texans did win. That was a scrub match, if you ask me. They were both terrible. It was a terrible game. I didn't watch it, and I didn't want to watch it. I wasn't going to watch it, and nobody could pay me to watch it. But Texans did pull it out. Who do you got next, man?
We got 9 games left. The Bengals and the Broncos. I'm pretty sure we both lost that.
Yeah, we both picked the Broncos, and the Bengals actually pulled it out. What was the score on that?
15-10. They won towards the end of the game.
So they only won by 5 points. We didn't miss that one by much. I want to say a lot of our losses aren't
it's crazy.
big margins.
They scored one touchdown.
One
Both
touchdown.
teams only scored one touchdown. The rest was field goals.
That's insane.
Neither
I don't
team
think
scored in the fourth.
Honestly, bro, to be honest with you, I think that we know sports as much as just about anybody because these ones that we are losing are by a few points. It's any given Sunday. You said it before we even started this video. It's always any given Sunday. But we're not losing these games by blowouts, right? It's not a 41-10 score. We're losing by a matter of a touchdown or less.
Other than that big Lions upset. That was the only thing. 30-12.
It's the Lions, man. And y'all have heard me say it. All of my subscribers have heard me say it. If you watch any of the sports talk, I always say the Lions have a good team behind Goff. They just have terrible luck. Their luck is terrible. They always fumble or throw an interception at the wrong time. But outside of that, they play a very fundamentally sound game. And it's just very little things that make or break the game for the Lions. They have a good team, and they will be a playoff team soon. Their luck will turn around. And you can mark my words on that, and you can mark B's words on that. The Lions will be, my ear itches. Anyways, so they will be a good team. They will be a good team. Anyways, who do you got next, man? I know we got 4 or 5 more teams and probably about 7 more minutes left in the vlog or in the sports talk. 49ers. We both picked the Niners. Who won that one?
31-13. It was a blowout.
Niners?
Yeah.
All right, so we both got that one. The next one is at the Rams in Seattle?
No, it's Packers and Ravens, 31-30. That's
Packers
close game.
And Ravens. We both picked Green Bay. Green Bay won, right?
Yep.
All right, so we good. As long as them Ratbirds lost, I'm straight.
Here we go with our other upset, Saints versus Buccaneers.
Saints and Bucks. We both picked Brady. Now, I have traditionally never been a big Brady fan. I can't deny to give him respect when it's due because Brady has accomplished a lot of things. I personally cannot stand Brady, but I give him the respect. I thought that if they could at least beat the Saints, and Brady got shut out for the first time in 15 years. Brady got shut out 9-0. That is a low scoring game. He did not score at all. And
be honest though,
Tyson Hill was the person to beat him. And I know exactly what you're about to say. 2 seasons in a row, they got shut out as far as losing.
2 seasons in a row. I think Tampa, I think they like to be a lower seed so they can actually have lower game. They play easier teams in the playoffs. It could be something that Brady does. Don't get me wrong. He didn't want to lose this game. He did not. But I'm going to tell you right now, he threw a pick at the last drive. I mean, he threw a pick, and he threw that dang tablet on the ground so hard, boy.
And it is crazy because when anybody sees your boy Brady acting like a diva, everybody chalks it up to he's the GOAT, right? Any other person in the NFL can do something like that, and anybody will crucify him crucify him for it. I mean, that it is what it is. But
he went on the radio and was like, the reason I did that is if I threw it to a receiver, it would have been another interception. So I had to throw it to the ground. I had to throw it away. That's why he said he threw the ball.
That's your boy Brady, man. He's a sore loser. But here's the thing.
He's enjoying his life in Tampa, bro. He's living this Florida life, and he
is. But here's the thing. So to anybody out there that's watching this video that aspires to be a professional player of anything, you can be labeled the GOAT, and still have feelings. Do not think because you are the best quarterback in the world that if you get shut out to a backup Tyson Hill that you won't have feelings about it. It is what it is. But stop putting these stigmas on other players for doing the same thing because in your mind, they're not the GOAT. And I am talking to each and every one of you out there for that because a lot of people crucified OBJ for being a diva when really he just wanted what he worked for. If you work for something, you expect to get something in return. That's the way life works.
Tom Brady played for Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick won't have that. That's the difference. Tom Brady he is the coach. He is basically partial owner of Tampa Bay pretty much right now. He has control. Being in New England, Tom Brady had no control. I mean, he called the plays, but acting the way he act, look at Cam Newton. Go back to that. Cam Newton is a goofball in his press conferences, right? Post-game, all that stuff. He ain't do that in New England. You know why? Belichick don't have that, man. Belichick says if we lose, we on to the next week. We on to the coach. You know what I mean? That's the way it goes. When you're in New England, and I think that's why Brady, he wanted to expand and he wanted to experience the NFL like other players have gotten experience. So Brady is living his life, man. I mean, he lost, but I'll tell you right now, don't think that loss right there is gonna make or break them for a Super Bowl run. Don't forget that though. Like they're still one of those teams.
I feel that, bro. I feel that.
So who we got next here? The Raiders and the Browns. We talked about that. They lost by a field goal. Like I said, we're gonna get more into all that into the next video. Vikings, Bears. I didn't expect that. Who we have on that? Cannot remember.
For the Vikings and Bears, we both of us had the Bears because, and I'm gonna tell you exactly why. Because the Vikings lost to the Lions. But then the Lions beat the Cardinals, which we did not see coming. And the Bears lost to the Vikings. Kirk Cousins, and I got him on my fantasy. And I remember bringing it up last week and still chose against him. And he won.
That put the Bears, like I said, they are eliminated.
Yeah, we both picked the Bears because I picked them because I wanted Jay Fields to get some kind of shine of glory. He's a good quarterback, and he got thrown into the Wolves, and he deserves whatever good things are coming.
He had a great game. He was 26 for 39, 285 yards, 1 touchdown, no turnover.
With broken ribs. So, all love to my boy Justin Field. He's an OSU alumni, Buckeye till I die. So, nothing but praise for you, my guy. If this video ever comes across your
Yeah, if
fee.
anybody wants to get their son a Justin Fields jersey, I bought one, and my son was going to go to the camp that he was going to have, and we moved states, so I wasn't able to put him, on there to get that autograph for me. But at the end of the day, I got a youth Justin Fields jersey for sale.
I actually might be interested in copping that off of you. I actually might, because I am working on something for my man cave. But I will let my kids rock it. I'll try to get it signed. I might make it to Chicago.
Oh,
My Uncle
they're having
John.
another camp. They're having another camp for him in Pickerington up there in Ohio. Just a heads up.
Yeah, and my Uncle John is a Bears fan. So who knows? I may end up at a Bears game. I might surprise him and take him to a Bears game. Because I know he's going to be watching this video. I know he's going to be watching this video. So, Uncle John, I might be taking you there. Not for you, but so I can get that jersey autographed. I just want to make that clear. Nah, but
He was supposed to come to y'all's game. Y'all played him this year. He was supposed to go. I don't know. I think he went out of town. I don't know.
Probably. He's always working. He is one of the hardest workers I ever met. Anyways, who we got next? Seattle versus the Rams. You pick Seattle. I pick the Rams. Who won that one?
Rams got it by 10.
Rams got it by 10. I picked the Rams. I knew they were going to do it. Seattle has not been looking too hot this year. And I'm a big Russ fan.
And here goes our tiebreaker for Washington and the Eagles. Made us tie.
Damn. You picked the Eagles. I picked Washington. I said that Washington was going to win by 10 or more. Philly won by 10. I had the number right, the team wrong.
Yeah. That's the
I can't. But anyways, you guys, this is going to be the end of the video because we are going right into our next sports talk. I told you guys I am dropping them back. So, anyways, you guys, we are going on to our next video. We are out of here. Do not forget, like, comment, subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Show your boy some love. I am doing a giveaway, but you got to watch the last video to find out what it is. Anyways, you guys, we are up out of here. I love y'all. Peace.